Tissa Jayatilaka, and I am the Executive Director of the US Sri Lanka Fulbright Commission in Colombo, Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan Fulbright program began in the year 1952. So we are now 56 years old as of this year, and nearly 1,000 Sri Lankans and Americans have gone back and forth. And among the prominent Sri Lankans who have received Fulbright scholarships are Professors Ashley Halpe, Professor Kingsley De Silva, and a prominent civil servant who was secretary to 7 prime ministers of Sri Lanka is a man called Mr. Bradman Weerakon, who was a Fulbrighter in Michigan way back in 1953. He was at Ann Arbor. So it has a rich history behind it, and also because the Fulbright Commission is an autonomous binational commission, and we have a reputation for open competition and merit-based selection, and as a result the program is extremely popular, and we find it very difficult sometimes to meet the demand, but we do our best to increase awards as and when financial contributions are available. The program for Sri Lankans to come to the United States, we advertise the awards usually around May of any given calendar year, and we require a minimum of a 4-year, what we call an honors degree, with a first class or a second upper pass, and you have to at least have 1 year of post-qualifying experience to be eligible. And the advertisements are in the local newspapers as well as on our website. All fields of study are acceptable, but preference is given to those in the humanities and the social sciences. And some of the Fulbrighters who are scheduled to come, I think I'll focus on them, because there is a renowned sitarist, a sitar player who's dubbed to be the next Ravi Shankar of this world, and he's going to Colombia. The man's name is Pradeep Ratnayaka, and he should be a household name to most Sri Lankans because he performs very regularly and he's widely known throughout the country. Most of the Sri Lankans who come to study in the United States end up doing either international relations, law, English literature. These are the common fields, but there are also those who come for political science, computer science, molecular biology. Ultimately it's the principle of merit that operates. All things else being equal, if 2 candidates are equally good, then we give preference to those in the social sciences and the humanities. But if you are not up to par, it doesn't matter whether you are from the social sciences or the humanities background, you miss out because somebody else is better. All of the Sri Lankans who apply to the Fulbright Commission and pass muster, and when we recommend them to the IIE is responsible for placements, and they usually, as far as possible, they try to accommodate the universities that the students request. But at the end of the day, it is the cost that determines where those placements are going to be for the most part, because it's seldom that we could afford Harvard unless there is a substantial tuition waiver. So very often we go to the middle grade universities where the cost is not so high. Sri Lankans are pretty comfortable no matter which part of the United States they go to. They're pretty gregarious and they're able to adjust well. So we have had no problems with regard to location. I mean, people go to North Dakota and South Dakota. I'm no disrespect for these 2 states, but I mean, that won't be my first choice if I'm not very comfortable in cold weather. But people go. Diversity is very important. Wherever possible, we try to accommodate as many people from different backgrounds as possible. But sometimes the challenge is in trying to bring all these things together. It's supposed to be by open competition, merit-based, and so sometimes on the basis of diversity we cannot sacrifice merit or the open competition. So there are no quotas as such for any constituency. But at the end of the day, we do look for people from diverse backgrounds. If that's conveniently possible, we accommodate them as much as we can. Yeah, for those Sri Lankans who are interested in applying for a Fulbright award, I would suggest that you check our website, which is www.fulbrightsrilanka.com. And if you need information, you can please call the Fulbright Commission, which is located in Colombo, and the telephone number is 256-4176 and 256-4153.